Alright, so in this video we're gonna cover all the ReZero units, their animations, everything that they do, and stuff like that. So later today I'm probably gonna post a video on the actual patch notes, and I do recommend checking that for like the other stuff that's coming. But this video is just for the animations and what the characters do. So we have Emilia, Beatrice, Ram, and Ram. So they are pretty good. We were hoping that Ram and Ram would be demons, but unfortunately they are unidentified, which is fine for an unidentified type of like meta, but it's unfortunate for Assault Emilia. Assault Emilia is gonna have to wait a little bit more from her support. I was waiting to see if, in this collab, Ram and Ram are gonna be demons, and I was gonna go back on global to some more for Assault Emilia, but I'm not going to now because he's not getting that support yet. But yeah, the units look pretty good, so we're gonna take a look. First, Emilia, that was the first one shown, and we're going to be talking about what they do as we go. Translations are all courtesy to Korean Jesus. Some of the translations could be a little, slightly incorrect. It's just how he translates on the fly. But again, on the patch notes video, we're going to have, full translations again by Grand Cross Database. She takes her time to do this stuff. So, Emilia looks good. I mean, it's Emilia. And her passive, right? So let's talk about it. If a hero attacks a unit twice during an enemy's turn, remove your ally's debuffs and freeze the enemy for 2 turns. So if if an enemy of yours attacks twice, they're gonna be frozen, and all of your allies get their debuffs removed. That's big. One thing is that if Emilia dies on that second hit, that doesn't happen, and it's not like if you think like Gloxinia's commandment, right? Gloxinia's commandment works as in the second attack, right before the second attack, they get attack lowered. Emilia's case is after the second attack. But yeah, after the second attack, they get frozen, and all your allies gets undebuffed. So that's her passive. It's pretty good passive. It just really will cuck specific teams that work on attacking twice. And then let's move on to her skill. Let me actually go to the gameplay here. So the first skill, this right here, is a freeze on level 1. It's just a basic Merlin type freeze. Simon? No, Gustav type freeze, just a basic freeze. But on level 2, it deals 120% damage. No, sorry. On level 2 freeze, 220% damage to a single target, freezes for 1 turn, and if you break the freeze, you deal 20% of remaining HP damage. It's similar to Jericho. I'm sorry, I'm not playing any music because I was thinking I was gonna play a lot of the clips from the stream. I actually put some background music because I'm not actually playing so much. It's similar to Jericho, right? 220. The difference is that Jericho does damage on her level 1, and Emilia instead actually freezes on her level 1. So that's the big difference between the two of them. I think Emilia is just better because having a freeze on level 1 is just so broken, right? And then she did her skill there. She's gonna do the other skill. And then the other skill is the same one as Green Golfer. The same attack card as Green Golfer. So, go Golfer. Green Golfer has a skill. Inflicts damage to 120 to all enemies, depletes 1 ultimate gauge at the end of the turn. And then it goes on and on. This is the same skill. She has the same skill as Green Golfer as the second attack. And then her ultimate. We're gonna watch the skill. Let me actually go back to the freeze, because we didn't actually see the freeze in action. But the ultimate is the same ultimate as Lost Vein. So, she has a big freeze and then they get frozen. Her ultimate is the same as Lost Vein. So that's something to keep in mind. Her ultimate is going to be very strong. So that's her attack. It's an AoE as soon as they go for it. Please. I think the song is kind of loud. Can you go? There we go. It's pretty nice. Level 2 and 3s. Yeah, he's going to level 3. Look really good. Yeah, it looks really good. Then the ultimate, let's keep a little bit. The ultimate again is the same one as Lost Vein. So, just for quick comparison. Same one as Lost Vein. inflict secret technique. For each extra card you do 20% more damage, and then for extra, ultimate level you have it, increases the multiplier. 300% troll enemies with type advantage regards to attribute, and then it goes up to 450. So it's a really strong ultimate. It's like one of the strongest ultimates in the game. As soon as they want you. As soon as they want you. Oh, there you go. But they might be asking why I'm watching the Korean stream, not the Japanese one. The Japanese one sucks. The costumes look neat. Mainly, I like the free one that they're gonna give. It's like a hoodie. Let me put on like times true speed. Bro, why did you do that? Times true speed. Yeah, they're gonna go for the costumes. Just for the sake of it, let's go a little faster. Go. See, this is watching the live stream live is just a completely different experience than watching afterwards. Wait, where's the hoodie? Oh, the hoodie is the last one. Yeah, I like this one. This one looks nice. Let's move on. Now it's Beatrice. So Beatrice was one that is kind of confusing to me. She seems like the worst one, but doesn't say that she's like anything bad, right? So her passive is, when your allies are an unknown race, increases your HP related stats by 5% per ally. When the ally uses a skill, recover HP by up to 60% of your ally's recovery rate. That is a really like confusing passive, right? When the allies use a skill, recover HP by up to 60% of your ally's recovery rate. So we're gonna see that more in game, right? But it seems like, in an unknown type team, if you use a skill, your Beatrice is gonna be healing. So we're gonna see. So this is her first attack. So her first attack, right? With the 100% there, it's okay. 180, 270, not 700. 400% single target. Recovers 40, 60, and 100% of damage dealt as HP. So she has like this whole like HP recovery type thing. I'm still in times 2. But you get like the gist of her skill. Go back here. It's like all of her kit is designed around recovering HP for herself, not the allies, just herself. It's a pretty cool skill. Teleports. Oh, they already did the second skill. I thought I was repeating. So the second skill, Despair. So Despair is the same skill as Zeldris, Blue Zeldris. This one right here. So 130, Despair recovers X percentage, 50% of diminished HP upon critical strike. So when she crits AoE, she recovers HP. So again, all of her kit is around recovering HP, and her ultimate is lifesteal as well. So I think it's the same one as my last clue. Everything about her is recovering HP. This is her skill. Just a big boom. I think her animations look sick. I mean, all the animations on these characters look incredible, honestly. Yeah. One thing that they didn't show properly was the stats of these characters, because their face cam was blocking most of them, and I think they didn't even show properly. So we're gonna see better in-game. But I think all of them have like pretty good like crit stuff. For her costumes, let's just times 2. Let's here. Yeah, I didn't even show the stats for Beatrice, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it just has like a regular lolly costumes, I guess. I'm gonna go through them. I think that Beatrice could have easily been replaced by Subaru. I don't know why they didn't put Subaru as a character in the collab. It's just strange. So this is Ram. I have my girl here. You can see the sister in the back there. Ram is probably my favorite out of these units. So her passive is... Let me actually go to her passive here. increases unknown race base stats by 20%. All allies with unknown race get their base stats increased by 20%. Like, regardless if she's in the front or in the back, the way it's worded. So, that's a big buff. You can use her in the back and all your unknown characters will be 20. And keep in mind, all these characters in the collab are 20. We have Red Gophers, I'm sorry, are you know, unknown. Red Gophers unknown. Festival Merlin's unknown, which is a really good unit. So they really wanted to make like this unknown meta. And this is why I'm not too upset that they aren't demons. They could have been amazing support for Assault Melee, but it's okay because they're making a separate meta for unknown characters. Is there skill? So, what does she do? Let me go here. So, that purple skill there, 200% single target. Level 2 is the same stun as Goddess Liz. She has the same exact stun as Goddess Liz, as this one right here. Stuns for 1 turn, removes stances, 200%. Now, level 3, stuns for 2 turns, 250%, sorry. So, same stun as Goddess Liz, same exact one. Maybe they're just redoing the animation. Okay. So her other card, before we actually play in where we go, her other card is deals 100, 150, 250 rupture damage to all enemies. Rupture is the same skill as Ludociel, I'm pretty sure. Right? It's double damage against buffs. Yeah, the same skill. This skill right here, double damage against buffs AoE, same skill as Assault Melee. So this could be really good to facing, you know, Goddess Liz. She has the same stun as Goddess Liz, but she breaks Goddess Liz's shield pretty easily, so that's you know, a good way to counter Goddess Liz. This is how the skill looks. It's pretty nice. I think all the animations look good. Did a good job with them. Her ultimate, I forgot to see what her ultimate is. Oh, I didn't show Beatrice's ultimate, did I? What? How did I skip that ultimate? So her ultimate is 30% lifesteal. I'm pretty sure it's the same ultimate. How did I skip her ultimate? My last clue. I'm sorry. Some of you are probably dying inside saying, bro, you skipped her. No. Yeah, right? Yeah. I'm looking here. Cringes and pulls her ultimate, but I'm pretty sure it should be the same ultimate. No, it's not. 30% something. Is it not lifesteal? Am I mixed up? Oh, it's AoE. It's AoE. I'm sorry. It's an AoE ultimate. So it's not like Melascula. I'm sorry. Melascula is single target. It's an AoE lifesteal ultimate. I don't recall who else does that. We go on lifesteal. I don't recall if any other character at all has a lifesteal ultimate. Do you? No, you have lifesteal. Yeah. Oh, you do. No, it's single target. Sorry. Yeah, single target. No. I don't think any other character has single target. I'm sorry, AoE lifesteal ultimate. So he has an AoE lifesteal ultimate. So yeah, I was like, what's going on here? All right, let me go down. Yeah, lifesteal is 30%, 525 in 6/6. Let me pause the music. Wow. She opens up a portal. It's pretty sick. I think, again, all the animations look good. Let me go to Ram's ult, because I think that's where we were. So yeah, Ram's ultimate is deal 450 to all enemies, reduce their attack related stats by 30% for 3 turns. Same ultimate as Death Pierce. 450 is a very low multiplier, but the attack lowering of course is really good, once they cleanse. This is her ultimate. That ending screen is great. But yeah, her ultimate is the same one as Death Pierce. So 300 and then attack with the stats by 30%, goes up to 450. But she's more of a back unit, just like the FPS. I mean, that stun card is really... I think you can use her either in the front or in the back, because that stun card is really good. Her cards in general are really good, but it's more because of that passive, you know, on talking, using her in the back. So her cosmetics. They're so impressed by that. Oh, did I skip a cosmetic? I might have. Yeah, okay. This is our basic cosmetic, of course. This is our basic cosmetic. She has like a festive type of cosmetic, and then like a, you know, maid but pink. That goes back to the basic. Then the last one's like more of a serviceman type thing. So this is Ram. I like that she has like the weapon, that she uses in the anime. It's really good. So her passive is so she looks really good too. By the way, she looks really good. Yeah. So this is her passive. Her passive is long. Her passive is long. So increases the hero's basic stats by 5%, max of 5 stacks, lasts for 3 turns each buff. Whenever you increase your ultimate gauge by moving your skills, use skills, or rank up skills. So if you get ultimate gauge by just using her in general, you will get a buff. Meaning, 5 ultimate gauge, you have the 25% extra stats. Now, combined with the 20 already being given by, you know, the other Ram, and you got yourself a unit with a lot of stats. Now, each of these like buffs that she's giving to herself count as a separate buff, just like Assault Melee. Meaning that her card, which was blue, this card right here, the red card, is an Amplify card. The same card as Red Ascanor, you know? This card right here is an Amplify. So if she has 5 buffs and she has Amplify, each buff does extra 30% damage. So that, she can hit really hard with that Amplify, if you manage to, you know, give her all those ultimate gauges. So that's gonna be really crazy to look. Like, to see some of these crazy to see some of these crazy damages, you know? Yeah, she just beats them with the thing. So I think Ram is also looking really good. She's my waifu, by the way. And most of y'all, because I did ask in the community tab, what's the best waifu for ReZero? And you guys clearly, you know, like Ram, so. Yeah. So she is looking really good as a DPS unit. And then her second skill is similar to Shin, but not exactly the same. This right here, the purple skill, is an AoE skill that deals 130, 195, and then level 3 apparently wasn't shown, the damage multiplier. But, you know, these skills right here, it's an AoE, and it lowers the damage received from ultimates. Just like Shen. Let me go Shen. This one right here. Lowers the damage from ultimates by 20, 30, and then I don't know what the last one is. But the thing is, we didn't actually get to see it with the text, but we saw it played in-game. Her level 3 apparently disables ultimate abilities, because we saw Hawk and Oslo ult her, and he was debuffed, and his ability to send to the Shadow Realm did not work. So her level 3 certainly has an ability like that. So her level 3 is definitely better than level 1 and 2, but in general, these cards of reducing ultimate damage aren't the most useful, because they're only useful if the enemy already has the ultimate and plans on using that ultimate. And at that point, you might as well seal the ultimate or take off the ultimate gauge. There's better ways to combat ultimate than lowering the damage from it, especially like if you do level 1, like 20% damage, that's not enough, you know? 20% is not enough. When you could have, you know, maybe taken off the ultimate gauge, stuff like that. But I don't know. The level 3 is definitely interesting. So yeah, 30%. Oh, maybe the level 2 already seals the ultimate effects. Maybe it does, because he has an actual line of text there. This is her level 2 skill. But I don't know. Let's see the ultimate, then we can. Then we're pretty much done because this is the, the remainder. This is the last unit. But I'm fairly excited. I just think the banner sucks. Each of these units have a 0.25% rate. Let me. Where's the volume? This is my favorite ultimate.
갑자기 무서워. 이렇게 가네, 이렇게.
It's definitely my favorite ultimate. But yeah, these are all the new characters coming out. No Subaru, which is weird. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, let me actually show the cosmetics, I guess. I'm definitely going to be summoning. I'm going to be 660 on the new characters because as collab characters, they're not going to come back. But should you summon? I don't know, man. It's 0.25 for each. The banner sucks. The unfeatured units are all dookie old units. So yeah, the Ram had the pink, and then the Ram has the blue of that costume. The last one's like again similar to the other one, but the other one's pink and this one's blue. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you think.